What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. I'm at Alfa Romeo Maserati Daytona Beach. I have a 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia TI behind me, and I want to talk about it because a couple of things. So the first thing, car of the year. Motor Trend this week just announced the Giulia as the car of the year. Really dope. I'm gonna post a link down below so you guys can see and read about that, which is really cool, from their website. Also, rumor has it there's going to be a more powerful engine in the Alfa Romeo Giulia, which is the base model. Well, not the Quadrifoglio, but the base model will get a bigger, or shall I say, more powerful engine. And I had talked about this in one of my dislikes about the car, so very interesting that this is coming up. So hopefully you guys that reamed me in the comments, you know, saying that I shouldn't have said what I said. It was constructive criticism. I wasn't trying to talk bad about the car. I was just saying it'd be nice to have some more power, and in between, between going from the 280 here to the 500, it would be nice if they had some more in between. So now they do have something coming out, and it's rumored to be coming out, so let's talk about that. In the meantime, let's talk about this Giulia TI in front of me. So this is at the price at $48,000 for the options. You do have the tri-coat paint, you have the 19-inch wheels there, my favorite wheels, gloss back calipers. You also have the gloss black windowsill trim, so all gloss black around here, no chrome. It's really nice. You won't be able to see it as well here, but you do have the sport diffuser here that looks really good. It's a lot more aggressive with the sport model. You have that as well. Inside, your option really good too as well. Leather wrap steering wheel, paddle shifters. You have the perforated leather seats, and it does have the support down there as well for these seats. Looks really good. Also, you have the aluminum pedals, which make a big difference in my eyes compared to the rubber pedals. So it looks really good. You have that carbon-like metal trim, like brushed aluminum trim, that looks really good as well with this model. So with that 8.8-inch screen, everything there, it looks really good. So we're not just going to talk about it, we're going to go take a drive and discuss everything new that has been, I guess, talked about with the Giulia this week. A lot of big news going on, so let's get in the car, but first let's hear it before we do that. Alright guys, so we are in the 2017 Giulia. I got my sexy specs on now because I need to see. Unfortunately, I'm not blessed with 20/20 vision. So we're gonna get going in the Giulia. Let me turn on a little bit of AC. Hopefully it doesn't make too much noise for you guys, but it is Florida, it is hot. I'm sure you could have seen that I have been sweating. So I've test driven this before. I've been in a couple of them. But I wanted to give you guys a kind of, you know, let's talk about cars, Joe Salamandrian look at it. So we'll talk about the car just like that. And, you know, just so you can see the driving experience. I love the paddle shifters on this. I love the steering wheel, it's perfect shape. I love the layout. Everything just looks phenomenal in this. That is probably a good reason why I got car of the year. Before I get into that stuff though, I just want to say thank you for everybody who have been doing the comments and the likes and sharing the videos. Means a lot. Appreciate it, guys. I'm just a little amateur reviewer, so you know, I mean, I don't do much here. I just try to have some fun. So, you know, with that, thank you so much, especially the giveaways. We'll be announcing the giveaways for Maserati Alfa Romeo Daytona Beach that provided me with the wine box. We'll be announcing that next week. It is December, this will be coming out December 2nd. So we'll be announcing that next week. I do have another major giveaway coming out soon. You're gonna love that, so definitely wait for that. It's gonna be awesome. With that, also I wanna get this thing, let's probably put it in manual mode, right? I don't know what I'm doing, just doing it in regular drive. So hit it over, now we're in manual. It's got me all the way in 6th gear. Let's downshift, holy crap. I'm only going 39 miles per hour. Don't know why it has me in 6th. So hopefully you guys can hear me well, and I would definitely want to say thank you again for the support. Let's get to it. So apparently a new engine is going to be coming out for this car. It's going to be 345 horsepower. Very significant because the base model Giulia is 350 horsepower. Now this is the rumor mill that some information has showed up on an informational service site about a new engine and about the specs of it, and nobody has confirmed or denied the rumor yet, so we're still kind of waiting to hear about it and see exactly if this is the case, that it will be another inline 4 345 horsepower engine. Now this is great because you can only get 2 versions of this car. You can only get the 280 horsepower base model Giulia TI, or you can go up to the Quadrifoglio and get 500 horsepower. So I was saying that, you know, it should be a nice in-between model that, you know, you can have just, you know, you have the power. You know, some people might not like all that power, and that's fine. Oh, it's a beautiful yellow AMG GT. I don't know if you guys will be able to, you probably won't be able to see it in the back there. Oh, beautiful. But anyways, you know, I feel like people are satisfied with the power output of the 280. Perfectly fine. That's great. To have another model that gives you a little bit more power to it and that competes with the Giulia, you know, some people might not get the Giulia just because it doesn't have the same horses as the Giulia. As far as an entry-level model, you have to go and get the all-out model in order to get the power that that has, and it's not a ton of power. 350 is not a ton of horsepower, but it makes a difference if you were to pick between 280 and 350 or 345 in that case. So it's like, man, what does this do to the Giulia now? Because if people's main concern was not having enough horsepower for a base model level without going all the way up top, and now they have something that has the same amount of horsepower, but they like everything else about the Giulia, you know, it might, I mean, I'm going to talk about this in a future video. I think Maserati needs to step up their game on horsepower figures, and this won't be an issue. But, you know, that's just me. This car drives great. Let's step in it. Somewhere in Mexico, that was 75 miles per hour. Amazing. Whew. Drives, I mean, the throttle response is just crazy. Sounds good from the outside too. Guys, this is great. This is a great driving car. So this is 280 horsepower. 280 horsepower. So imagine what the 350 would do if that's the case and they put that in this car. Car of the year, which is crazy. I'm happy for it. I'm happy for Alfa. A lot of people, they didn't like the fact that the Alfa got car of the year, and a lot of that was to do with, one, I seen, and if you haven't seen the video on this, I'm talking about it being the car of the year, or the Facebook post from Motor Trend, go read the comments. You know, people who like this car, like this brand, they're not gonna like a lot of the comments from people talking about, one, they don't see a lot of the car around, which that doesn't, I don't think it's a matter of sales. You know, I mean, that's up to, you know, numbers and figures and stuff, but that doesn't make sense to me. Just because they don't see a ton of them out doesn't mean it can't be car of the year. The biggest thing they talk about is Alfa Romeo's reliability. Alfa Romeo's reliability. We're gonna take a quick break because I'm gonna step on it for a second, then we'll get back to it. Okay, you ready? Ready for a 0 to 60? It's a quick 0 to 60 pull. I love sinking it back to these seats. But anyways, people talk about the reliability. I can't say it right. They talk about that, and that Alfas always break down, you know, and they're just not reliable. Now, this is what I see. This is what I've seen on comments before on my videos just about Alfas. I don't know if that's the case. I've never owned one, so I can't tell you about longevity and long-term ownership because I've just driven them off the lot. It's not something that, you know, I've taken through its paces and said, you know, this is breaking down on me after 5,000 miles, after 3,000 miles, whatever. This has this kind of issues. I can't tell you guys that. Okay, the only thing I can tell you is what others are saying, and they're talking about them always being on the side of the road. I mean, they're getting as much hate as the Giulia now, and I guess now that they're putting a spotlight, now everybody wants to criticize them. And I thought the Giulia got a lot of hate, but now Alfa is getting a lot of hate, especially the Giulia. You know, I don't know if the FCA has fixed these problems with the newer models like this one. You know, I mean, I know the reputation they have are from a lot of older models, maybe from the 4C or whatnot. I don't know if that applies to these models. If they do, then that, you know, it's kind of a bummer. Maybe that's something they can work on. It's just one of those things to where you're just gonna have to soak up the hate now, because Alfa is definitely becoming more mainstream now that they've been put in the limelight. It's like Bitcoin, you know, now that it's above 10K, everybody wants to talk about it, and you're not gonna get a lot of positive press out of that. You see me jerking? These brakes, these brakes are pretty good. And they're touchy because it's a newer car, so I'm just tapping on them and getting stopped pretty well. One of the things I would love to also see with this Alfa is exhaust. It sounds decent, but you know, you heard from the revs in the beginning that it could sound a lot better. I think when we do compare the Giulia to the Giulia, because they're the same family, you get them at the same dealership, you know, and they can range in around the same price if you were to go to quadrifoglio level. The quadrifoglio has a wonderful exhaust, but it's 500 horsepower. If you could get a base model Giulia at the inline 4 model that maybe has the 345 horsepower, if they go to that engine to sound like the 350 horsepower Giulia, then all day, you know, that's something that people would pick over a Giulia. And I'm not trying to get them to go head to head, you know, but I definitely want them all to succeed. And I feel like this is how you do it. More power, better sound. I mean, obviously they've done well with the interior. I guess we need to work on how reliable it is, and then you have success. But I mean, obviously they're doing good because they won that award, but this is how you take it to the next level, and that's my opinion. You know, like I said, I'm not an owner of the car, so I only know from being driven, from driving them, from hearing about them in the comments, from watching videos on them. I'm doing as much as I can as far as that goes. We'll see, you know, what happens from there, and see if you guys agree with my opinions. If you do, definitely, you know, comment down below. If you don't, comment down below. If you like the video, you like the information here, definitely give it a like. You want to see more Alfa Romeo, Maserati amateur videos like this, you guys know you gotta subscribe for that. We also got more giveaways and all that good stuff coming up. So, I mean, who likes free stuff? Who doesn't want to miss out on free stuff? You know, this is the way to do it. This is the way you should do it. This Mercedes is in the wrong lane if they're turning left. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. This is the left lane. Why do you have your left blinker on? That was weird. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment. I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you need to dispute what I'm saying, definitely let me know. Educate all of us in the comments below if you know a lot more about this, which I'm sure a lot of you do, because like I said, I'm not an owner, but I definitely want to put my input on this. I'll link both articles below, the Motor Trend Car of the Year. I'll also link the Car Throttle article about the rumored bigger engine in the Giulia, or rumored more powerful engine in the Giulia. Let me know what you guys think there. I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Until the next time, I'll talk to you guys later. It's been Ron's Rides.
You guys stay blessed. Take it easy. Peace.